I welcome you all to the fifth session of CodeCrunchers. I hope that you all went through your notes and revised everything since yesterday. And today, first, we'll be revising all what we did yesterday. Then, we'll be coming to string. We'll be doing lots of questions today of coding. Okay, so I'll be sharing the screen. First of all, I'll be giving you two questions which you will be solving, and then we'll proceed further. So, I am writing a question in the chat box. And you are requested to do it in your registers, and as soon as you complete it, you are requested to raise your hand. You will be given 4 minutes for this program. So here's the question. Write a program to store a character and a number and print each twice. So you have to take two variables. In one, you will be storing a character, any alphabet, the way it has been taught to you. In the other, you will be storing a number, and you have to print each variable twice. And note that over here, you have to store the values. You do not have to prompt the user to input them. Once you complete this program, I'll explain to you the printing statement which we did yesterday once again, how to print a message, how to prompt the user to input values, and last 1 minute left. Okay, so it's time. Anyone who has completed the program is requested to raise his or her hand. Hope it's clear. The character has to be stored in single inverted quotes. One of our candidates has also written the program. It's correct. I am copying the program, the whiteboard. Just there's one error in your program. You have opened two brackets before public static void main, whereas only one bracket has to be opened for public static void main. The other one is to be opened after it. This is the one of the mistakes in the program. This is the program sent by one of the candidates. It's 100% accurate, and I hope that the one who sent the class fetch, the mistake in it is clear. You have to always declare characters within single inverted quotes, just as we have declared M over here. Okay, so I'll just explain this program once. See, in this program, first we have declared the name of the class bingo. Then we have opened the brackets, public static void main. It's public static void main. There are 4 words over there. Then we have opened the bracket once again. Then we have declared the variable A. We have declared it for the first time. We have stored a character M in it with single inverted quotes. And then we have taken another variable. We have printed each of them twice. So 2 times A we have printed for the value of the character, 2 times O we have printed for the value of the number. This is the correct program. Hope it's clear. Okay. So yesterday we did something about printing messages. In the print statement, one of the candidate requested the re-explanation of that topic. We'll take the example of this program only. For example, here I have this program in which I have to print the value of each variable only once. So we know that in the variable A, we have initialized the variable A and stored the value of M in. We have stored a character M in the variable A. So if I want to print with the variable A, the entered character is A, means the value of A, that is M. So how will I write it? I'll first use a double inverted quote, then I'll write the entered character is, I'll close the double inverted quote, I'll use the addition sign for attachment, and that's it. So the entered character is A, and the same to be done with the other one in which we are printing the value of O. The entered number is O, means the value of O with this, that is 41, will get printed along with this statement. You have to only enclose the message within the double inverted quotes. See, opening the quote, the entered number is, so for printing the value of the variable, we have to exclude it from the double inverted quotes. Okay, Now it will get printed. The entered number is 41. I hope it's clear. Okay. We did one more topic yesterday. So yeah, for example, in this program, we had the question that write a program to input a character and a number and print each once. So how we'll be inputting or entering the number. So instead of declaring the variable within the program, we'll be declaring it in the brackets of public static void means char a and comma int-o. Understood? Now this will give the user a prompt. When he tries to run the program, it will give him a prompt to input the values, to enter the values into the variables a and o, a character into the variable a, and a number into the variable o. Hope it's clear. Okay, so see, yesterday we did this topic in which I told you how to prompt the user to enter the values. We have written the char a over here without any value because the value will be given by the user. We have written int-o over here with a comma in between without any value because the value will be entered by the user. And the whole program is as it is. Hope it's clear. Okay, so I'm giving one more question and that we'll discuss after the break. Write a program to input a number and store a character and print each once. So over here you have to input a number means you have to write it within the public static void main. Then you have to store a character. So for storing you have to write the whole, declare the whole variable and initialize it in the program itself, and you have to print each once. You're requested to copy this question. We'll end the class at 11. You are requested to rejoin at 11:07. You are requested to rehydrate during the break. You are requested to go through your notes and you are requested to complete this program. Write a program to input a number and store a character and print each once. The question is clear, I hope. Okay. So now it's time for a break. You are requested to rejoin at 11:07 and you are requested to complete this program within the break. Yeah. So welcome back. I hope you rehydrated, you went through your notes, and you complete that program which I gave you. Candidates who have completed the program are requested to raise their hands. And by the time I'm sharing my screen, we have got a candidate. Okay, so I'm unmuting one of the candidates, and that candidate will dictate the whole program to me because all of the topics have been explained over and over again, and you all must get familiar with this topic for us to continue with the other topics in the coming weeks. First, I'll write the question over here. Write a program to input a number and store a character and print each once. This was the question. So now unmuting one of the candidates, and that candidate is requested to dictate the whole program. Yes. So the question is clear. Write a program to input a number and store a character and print each once. You have to input a number. For entering a number, where do you declare the variable? So kindly dictate the program. Class.
So the class name is drag.
Truck. Then
And then open bracket
okay. Then
and public static void main.
public static void main. Okay. Then
And then open bracket and close bracket.
okay.
And then again open bracket.
Okay. And then
And then uh, the second data type is int.
where do we have to write it?
So in the sixth point.
But in the question it is written, write a program to input a number. You have to input the number.
The public static void main bracket.
So what will be writing over there? We have to input a number. For declaring variables which store numbers, which type of data type we use to specify that the variable is going to store a number.
So int.
It should not be like that you are turning the pages for your notes every time, because you should be familiar with all of this. These are the basics. Okay, so what we'll be writing over here?
int box.
int.
int box.
Okay,
Then 2.
why? We did this program just before the break. So tell me, why do we declare variables in public static void main?
So input values.
So we leave it till here only, int box. And over here, char b will take an alphabet only over here is equal to a. Then you have to print each once.
So system
System.
point out.
Okay, dot out.
Dot println.
Then
Open bracket. Open bracket box. And close bracket.
semicolon.
Yes, yes, sir.
Then
Then system point out.
system dot out.
Dot println. Open bracket. B close bracket and semicolon.
Okay. And if we want to print b with the message, the stored character the character is. So how will write?
So the entered character is.
How we'll write it? Tell me. Whenever we need to print a message, how do we write the message? In what format?
So in system point out point ln bracket the 2 commas.
Okay, then.
Then the entered message is.
Okay, what were the message? The stored character was. Okay, then the message has been completed. Now we did it just now, just before the break. We opened uh, we opened the bracket. Then we wrote double inverted quote. Then we wrote the stored character was. Now the message has been completed. Now what? So inform me that what is the format in which the message has to be written. If you don't know, then kindly inform me.
So can you explain it one more time?
Okay, and I request you to pay attention this time. That whenever we have to print a message, we enclose that whole message. We start the message with double inverted quotes, and after the message ends, we close it with double inverted quotes. And then for the variable which is written after it, we just use the addition sign to attach the variable. Now you will tell me how to print the message in this one. System.out.println. The entered value is.
So the entered message is.
So how will you write it in the format?
So first 2 commas.
Okay, then
The entered message.
the entered value is. Okay.
Entered value is. Then two again 2 commas.
Okay, then
Then so plus.
complete the variable name. The entered, so it will give the output. The entered value is whatever the entered value is by the user. Okay. So I hope it's clear now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I hope that this thing is clear to all of the candidates. Now we'll proceed with string. And inform me in the chat box if all of this is clear. Okay, so it's clear. When we did char, I told you the syntax for storing a variable with the data type char, a value into it. We have to enclose it within single inverted quotes. For example, char AB equals single inverted quotes and a single character only, not a group of characters. It's W and then semicolon. We can also do one more thing. We can even store a number as a character, but it will not be considered as a number in the program then. For example, char BA equals 2. Okay, hope it's clear. We can input, we can store numbers as well as characters we can store numbers as well as characters with the data type char, but the only thing is that it should be enclosed in single inverted quotes. And if we store a number, it will be considered as a single character only. Now, the advantage of string over char is that in string you can store a group of characters, a group of numbers, or a whole sentence. For example, string a equals. Now, when entering string, when storing string, you have to enclose it within double inverted quotes, like string a is equals word and then semicolon. You can even use a group of characters, store a group of numbers, like string p equals double inverted quotes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be considered as a string, not as a number. The program will consider these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a string, not as a number. And everything that can be done with string, it will be done with the numbers. You can also store a whole sentence with string, like string C equals how are you? Okay. So means summarizing it all, in char with char data type, you can only store a single character. It can be a single number, it can be a single alphabet, but it has to be enclosed with single inverted quotes. Whereas in string, we can store a whole word, we can store a group of numbers, we can write sentences also, like how are you, this is a ball, this is my school. The only thing is that you have to enclose it with double inverted quotes. Okay, I hope it's clear. We can store and input sentences, words, group of numbers, group of characters in a string with string data type, and with char we can only store one character. Hope it's clear to all of the candidates. So now we'll continue further. String is clear. Now I'm gonna give another question. Write a program to input a number and store a sentence as well as a character and print e once. So you have to input a number and you have to store a sentence as well as a character. Means you have to take two data types, one for storing sentence, one for storing a character, and you have to print each once. You've got 5 minutes for this program. You may raise your hand as soon as you complete it. The efficiency in programming is solely based upon practice and consistency, and hence you are requested to practice more and more programs. Today, after the class, I'll be sending you some questions as an assignment, and you're requested to complete them and send it to me. Okay, so two of the candidates completed the program, send it to me. One is 100% correct, and the other we'll be discussing just now. So this is the program where one of the candidate, one major error is there in this program, and that is in the question it said you have to input the number. So for entering the number, because over here if you're writing the number is getting stored, it's not getting entered, it's not means being input by the user. Okay, so the correction over here is that whenever we need to input a number, we do not write that variable over here, rather we write it in the public static void main. Hope it's clear. Kindly inform me in the chat box. Okay. And I hope it's clear to the rest of the two candidates also that whenever we need to input a number, we have to input a character, we have to input a string. We write the variable with the data type within the brackets of public static void main. And when we have to store anything, we store it with the code. When we have to enter or input, when it's written in the question to input a character, to input a number, to input a string, we write it in the public static void main. And when it's written in the question to store, we write it with the code and the program. I hope it's clear to all of the candidates. Okay, so we'll keep it up till here. After the class, I'll be sending you some questions which you'll have to attempt by yourself. You would have to complete them in your registers. Send me the image or the PDF by tomorrow. So I hope you understood everything. You're requested to go through your notes to revise all of the programs. And that's it. We'll keep it up till here. Thank you. Now you may leave.